Hello, hello. Today is day 3 of 5 of how to convert your website into a leads generating machine. We're going to be talking about one of my most favorite topics, which is keywords. So imagine it's the first day of kindergarten for your firstborn, and you are all emotional, dropping off your child at school, and you have your second child hanging off you. So this was me 7 years ago when I dropped off my firstborn, and I said, now what am I going to do? Because I had been a stay-at-home mom at till that point in time for 5 years. And I said, now what am I going to do with my time? And it was at that time it hit me that the inevitable fact of life is that children grow up and they go away. And so I said, this parenting is awesome. I love it. But I want to do something with my mind and brain where I can use my brain, make money, but still be there for my children as mom, which is what many of us dream of as entrepreneurs when we embark on our own journey of wanting to build a business. And so that's what set me down the path of creating my education business 7 years ago. And I was just like any other business owner, created a website, was curious to see where it landed on search, was on page 19. That's what set me down the path of learning everything related to digital marketing, because I really wanted to have my education programs reach as many children as possible. And so through the years, I have taught myself everything related to digital marketing. I've become a Grow with Google partner, because what that enables for me is to help my customers who have issues with their website, with their online presence, to be found online. I'm able to help them because I have direct access into Grow with Google's small business team, which is headquartered here in Mountain View, California. So that's a little bit of my backstory. And again, my name is Ratna Ramakrishnan. I'm an entrepreneur, mom to two boys, and not just another digital marketer. I have tried and tested, failed, made corrections, and succeeded with every digital marketing tactic that I teach today. So today we're going to be focusing on keywords. Keywords are the backbone of any digital marketing strategy. I speak to so many business owners, and when I tell them that, I can help them with digital marketing, many of them tell me, hey, I've been blogging for a while, but there's nothing happening out of my blog. So the thing about a keyword, the most important thing to understand is that keywords are like the three musketeers: all for one for all, right? That's the motto of the Three Musketeers. So the Three Musketeers here in a keyword situation are: you as the business owner, what is the message that you want to put out into the world, right? What are the words, the vocabulary that you're committing to use to attract the people that are looking for you? Two is your customers. What are the customers seeking, right? What are they searching when they're trying to find you? And three is, what is the algorithm tracking, right? What is popular? Where are people searching with respect to the niche that you're in? So if you think of your keywords with a three-pronged approach of, what you're trying to sell, who you're trying to serve, what are people that are looking for your product or service searching for, and what has the Google algorithm catalog from billions and billions of searches, right? So that's what a keyword is. So the past 2 days, we talked about understanding how the Google algorithm works to make sure that our website pages are indexed. All of this is going to drive traffic. Now, you can have 4 times the amount of traffic as your competitor and still not convert it into any sale. Why? Because the traffic or the leads that are coming to your website, they are not meaningful leads. Why are they not meaningful leads? Because your website is not constructed or is not creating and putting out content that is keyword relevant, is specific for the niche that you serve in. And so there are two ways that you can go ahead and do a keyword analysis. One is the Freeway, right? Where you don't have to spend a penny. You just sit down, block yourself 30 minutes of time, and write down 30 words of phrases that your potential customers are likely to search for when they're trying to find your product or service? Is it a, funnel building solution? Is it life coach, accountant, plumber near me, right? What are the classic words? So keywords, even though it's called words, it's a misnomer. Phrases count too, because the way the brain works and we intuitively search on a Google algorithm is using phrases. Restaurants near me, Mexican food near me, right? So make yourself a list of 30 search terms that you think will serve you in terms of when people are searching for your product or service. Now go ahead and check if those phrases or words are part of your business, your homepage. Is it listed on your homepage? Are those terms coming in? So you don't want to go crazy and stuff your homepage with these phrases and words, but these words need to sit there, because only then, remember, I talked about Hansel and Gretel throwing breadcrumbs. Similarly, these are digital tags that you're throwing into the Google universe to let the algorithm know what you do. And so you can just sit down calmly, make a list of what you think are your critical keywords, and make that part of your vocabulary, right? And identify 5 words out of those 30 that you come up with that are key, and use it on your homepage, use it on your descriptions, use it on your social media captions, put it into your blogs, anywhere where you're creating content, make it part of your business vocabulary and start including those words. The second easy way, the free way to find keywords, is through going and searching online. And these are my favorite resources. You can simply go to Wikipedia, Quora. You can just go to Google search. That's what I mean by search. You can just go search for yourself. So as an example, let's say there's like the Dollar Shave Club, right? They came up with the idea of making shaving easy for men, that they would just send you razors and shaving cream and whatever a man needs to like have a well shaven, well groomed face. And so if you were to think about the Dollar Shave Club, if you go and search on Wikipedia for shaving, razors, right, it's going to tell you what is popular right now. And why is Wikipedia important? Because Wikipedia is not just created by one human. Wikipedia is a pool of resources, right? That's the premise of Wikipedia, where everybody is contributing into Wikipedia. And so the information is very relevant, very pertinent. And so if you remember the Three Musketeers, what you're doing is by going and searching on Wikipedia, you're looking at that third aspect of keywords of what is popular right now. And so you may, if you were the Dollar Shave Club, you may come across things like, are razors allowed on an airplane? Right? Now, this will have perhaps no direct pertinence to the Dollar Shave Club, because they really don't care about whether razors are allowed on an airplane or not. But what this will give you as a business owner is to create pertinent content where you can take that phrase and do a twist on it, right? And you can include that into your vocabulary. You can go to Quora and you can search on Quora, where you'll get a ton of ideas as to what people are looking for in your niche. You can simply go to search, Google search, and look at what people are searching for. Because remember, the Google algorithm, which is the library, right? It's taking all the catalog, it's cataloging all the websites into the giant library, but it's also indexing every page. Think about it. This algorithm is indexing every page that people are creating on a website, right? Provided they've done the XML submission, the page is cataloged. Billions and billions and billions of pages are in the Google algorithm, which is why when you go search, it's going to tell you what is trending on search right now. So this is current information. If you want to look ahead and plan ahead, let's say you have a promotion or a product coming up, you want to look ahead and plan, then my favorite tool is Google Trends, where you can go and search on Google Trends and it'll tell you what's trending in your specific niche. And you can go ahead and take that and make it part of your business vocabulary, because that will really drive traffic, relevant, pertinent traffic to your website, which will convert to leads. So these are basically 5 ways by which you can do a keyword. You can find your keywords for free. One is just sitting down, quietly making your list of 30. 2 is going to Wikipedia, Quora, just plain good old Google search, and then look ahead into the future by getting an idea of what's going to trend by going to Google Trends. So the second way to do it is, if you are in a position where you're telling yourself, I am just kickstarting my business, or I've been in business, I don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing, then you want to go and at least do a keyword analysis. And my favorite tool is SEM Rush. There's Uber Suggest, which is by Neil Patel, but SEM Rush, I think they let you run a couple of keyword analysis for free. So just go to semrush.com and put down the name of your competitor, who you think is doing really well in your niche, or who you aspire to be, right? Who you want to grow up to be. And go look at what keywords are ranking for them and make that part of your business vocabulary. Why limit yourself to one competitor? Come up with, 2 to 3. And while you're on SEM Rush, you can run a keyword report for yourself, for your own business, for your own website. And when you do this, what it's going to tell you is, it's going to show you where you are for the keywords that you are just organically ranking. You've probably not done any keyword work or SEO work, but just by generating content, just by having a website, you're going to be showing up. Some of the words are going to be showing up on a search. And by just going and looking at on SEMrush or a paid keyword tool analyzer, paid keyword analyzer, you're going to see what words are showing up for you, where you're ranking. And that will give you idea as to, are you ranking for relevant, pertinent words, or should you be looking at your competition and making a plan for your own business vocabulary where you're going to start using these keywords. So at any given time, pick 5 to 7 keywords and make it part of your business vocabulary. Test it for 90 days, right? Go to Q2 of 2021, see which of those 5 to 7 keywords did well, correct, see, and then choose a couple of new words, keep some of the words that worked well, and then keep going in that cycle, because you have to have a plan in terms of how you're speaking, because the words that you're using in a business vocabulary not only need to mirror what you think is important, it needs to mirror what your customer is searching for. And thirdly, it needs to mirror what the algorithm is just seeing in billions and billions of bulk, right? Bulk searches, bulk terms, because that's how you're going to piggyback off onto what is already popular, what is already trending. That's how you push your ranking up. So when you go in and you run, let's say you go to SEM Rush and you run a keyword search for a competitor or for yourself, there's going to be several columns. There's going to be like a ton of information. But my favorite portion in those reports are 2, which are called, you'll see it as SD and PD, right? SD stands for SEO difficulty. What that means is, how hard is that word to rank on search? If you're choosing a word, right, you want to be successful, you want to drive meaningful traffic that converts to leads, which becomes customers. And so you want to go choose words that are under 40, because the SEO difficulty is on a scale of 1 to 100, right? So higher the number, the harder it is going to be to rank. So initially, if you're starting on a keyword plan, pick keywords that have a SEO difficulty or a SD. Most reports will say SD of under 40. PD stands for paid difficulty. Paid difficulty is basically how much money is somebody spending on a cost per click, right? So you don't need to run ads if you don't want to run ads, but you can still go and tap into the ad knowledge that sits out there because of this convenient Google algorithm that Google has built, where you can go and find, the paid difficulty. Paid difficulty should be, you should focus on the ones that have a high cost per click. What does a high cost per click mean? That people are willing to spend a lot of money for those words. So those words are not only driving traffic for these people that are spending money on it, your competitors, or the big giants in your industry. You can just go and crack your keyword analysis by going and looking at the SD and the PD, which is the search or the SEO difficulty and the paid difficulty. And just by choosing keywords that are worth a lot, which have a high cost per click, you're going to be able to take those words and make that part of your vocabulary, your business vocabulary, and it's going to shine. So those are the 2 ways, right? Where if SEM Rush says you can only do one analysis for free and you want to do several more, spend $100 and subscribe to them for 30 days. Like, I have no direct affiliation to SEMrush, but if you're not willing to spend on a huge marketing budget, just spend $100 and do a concerted keyword analysis, and you're going to have the correct words that you can start using. And go look at your Google Analytics, and it's going to show you how many people are coming to your website. Do your keyword analysis, see what happens to your traffic after. The main thing, though, is don't embark on any of these without your website being digitally plumbed. I call it plumbing. You can build your website and it's just going to hang out there by itself in the World Wide Web. You have to plumb it. And plumbing is a variety of things. Two key things are Google Analytics. You have to connect Google Analytics to your website because it's going to give you information about who's coming to your website. The second thing is your Facebook pixel. You want to get your custom audience pixel and install it on your website. And again, you don't need to run any Facebook ads, but this pixel is going to start gathering information about who are the people that are coming in from Facebook into your website based on the keywords that you're using. And then let's say you run a keyword analysis, you have your pixel on your website for 6 months, and then you say, okay, I'm going to run. So when I started my business, I used to run $1 a day Facebook ads. I was just curious. I didn't have a lot of money when I started my business, and I said, I'm just going to be curious. I'm going to run $1 a day Facebook ads. What it helped me do was it helped me learn the back end of the Facebook ad system. It gave me clarity as to how the traffic flows, what happens. So be curious, and if you're not interested in all of this tech, that's fine too. You just make sure that you take your Facebook pixel and send it to your website developer and tell them, hey, make sure that you put this in. Because when you scale and you grow and it's time for you to run those ads, if you're not digitally plumbed, your website is not worth a lot. Because you're not going to be able to get coherent information about who are the people that are coming to your website. So that's it. Keyword analysis is just simple, all for one for all. And you want to think about not just yourself, you want to think about your customer, and then you want to think about what is popular in the Google universe, because that is what is going to help you rank. And you're literally going to piggyback on what other people are spending and what other people have found to be valuable. And you're going to just rinse and repeat that entire process. So digital marketing is just cyclical. You can't just tell yourself, I'm in the mood for digital marketing this month, and then I'm not going to be doing digital marketing next month, because it's something that you have to consistently commit to, and you want to do it over and over again, because you will identify those vital few tactics that are critical for your business to be found online. And the more you think about your online presence, right? If you just have a website and you're putting together this amazing social media plan, don't bother, right? Go think about your keyword analysis. Make sure that your website is plumbed, because the only time you can start ignoring your website is if you've done so much work that you have a captive, let's say, 5,000, 10,000 followers in a closed Facebook group, right? You worked hard, which means you've run the ads, you've created the digital assets to drive that traffic into your group. That's the time you can say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not interested in looking at my website. My website is an accessory. Otherwise, any other small business owner, if you just treat your website as an accessory, you're just losing out on thousands and thousands of dollars that you can be putting in the bank. And so be curious. Every month, set a goal and ask yourself, how many people came to my website? Why did they come here? What did I do this month? How can I get the numbers to be higher? If the numbers are trending higher, but it's not converting into leads or sales, it's because your message is not clear or your keywords are not pertinent as to the services that you provide. So that's pretty much the information I have today for keywords. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about how you can incorporate these keywords, where particularly you should incorporate these keywords into your website so it becomes a leads generating machine. Trust me, guys, it's simple to convert your website into a leads generating machine, provided you're thinking about your website and you're putting it to use for you, which you must as an online business owner. So thanks for joining me today. And I use a tool called StreamYard to go live. And so you have to give StreamYard permission if you comment. And Mika, thank you for joining me. Great seeing you here. And I'll catch you guys same time tomorrow. And we'll talk about how to take these keywords and put them into your website to make your website into a leads generating machine. Have a happy Wednesday. Bye.